Everyone. It's welcome, everyone. It's good to be here with all you good Teamsters. You will hear from a few slate leaders and members, and then we will explain how you can get involved in this campaign, your campaign. This is good, really good. More than 150 members are on this Zoom. We have members from grocery, from school and city bus companies, from UPS, from vending, bakery, LAUSD, Pepsi, and more. This campaign is growing. We are reaching members at every workplace in Local 572, and we are uniting to win. My name is Frank Halstead. I'm a 38-year grocery warehouseman, shop steward who works for Ralph's Grocery Company. I am the principal officer candidate on the 572 Teamsters United slate. If you're here, congratulations. You're on the path to winning a stronger local union. We are here because we deserve better as workers and as Teamsters. Our wages are falling behind. Our local is way behind. Members are not getting the contracts they deserve, and our top officials in Local 572 are not fighting for what we deserve at the bargaining table. That's unacceptable, and we are here to put a stop to it together. 1 month ago, we launched the 572 Teamsters United campaign. We are a team of proven rank and file leaders, and we are running to replace our current Local 572 officials. The top two who have never worked as rank and file Teamsters in their entire careers. This fall, every member will be mailed a ballot to elect new Local 572 leadership. The people who negotiate our contracts, hire our business agents, and handle our grievances. We can win more than new leaders. We can win a new direction, a Local 572 that uses rank and file power to win for the members. That's what 572 Teamsters United is all about. The current leadership doesn't know what it's like to work in a refrigerated food warehouse or to make 150 stops delivering packages for UPS, or to drive a bus in LA traffic dealing with LA passengers. But we do. They don't know what it's like to clock in and to deal with harassment from management, but we do. They don't know what it's like to have to get by on the wages we make, but we do. And we want what you want, a union that fights for the members, us, a union that works hard for the members' best interest, not the officials' best interest, a union we can be proud of. And we know how to do it. I've been a shop steward for 38 years. I've helped lead strikes. I was one of the first rank and file Teamsters on the Southern California Grocery Negotiating Committee when we won the best contract in recent history. I've worked as an organizer for the International Union and helped organize over 2,000 LAUSD workers into our local. Our slate also includes Carlos Silva. He knows how to build rank and file power as a shop steward at UPS and as a contract campaign mobilizer. It also includes Mattia Hayes, a powerhouse from MV Transportation, a shop steward, a fighter, a natural leader. The 572 Teamsters United slate will be of, by, and for the members of Local 572. We are putting together a team that will win, and you are all a part of that team. We have laid the groundwork for the best planned, best organized campaign in Local 572 history. Today, we are going to walk you through it step by step, and we're going to ask you to take action and be a part of it. I'd like to introduce one of my running mates on the 572 Teamsters United slate, the candidate for president, Carlos Silva.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Carlos Silva. I'm a shop steward at UPS Gardena, and I have been with the company for 27 years. In my building, we have about 600 members. So a few years ago, many of our members did not even know that they were part of a union. Supervisors were taking our work, harassing members, and constantly breaking the contract. Myself and a few of my Teamsters brothers decided to do something about it. We got educated and we learned how to file grievances and started holding them accountable. We used the money from those grievances to print flyers, organize parking lot meetings, and educate other members on how to enforce the contract. We started small. We started as a small group of rank and file members. But over time, other members saw that they could hold management accountable and defend themselves. Now, there are hundreds of members involved in organizing at UPS Gardena. Even if it's just signing a petition or coming to a parking lot meeting. And during our national campaign contract in 2023, we brought a new militancy to UPS in Local 572. We held rallies. We held parking lot meetings. We practiced picketing. We did our part to win a strong UPS contract. And it feels good to win. Strong contract changes your life. But here's the thing. Our work is not done. It's not enough to have 1 or 2 shops in a local with 10,000 members using union power and getting results. It doesn't work. The only way to bring unity in a fighting union for everybody is by electing new local union leadership in Local 572. That's how we do it. That's how we get it done. Leadership that listens to the members. When our contract was up at UPS, we didn't sit around and wait for someone to come and save us. We put our boots on tight and we walked the walk. And we're going to win this election the same way, by informing and uniting the members. Here's what it's going to take. Every Teamster local union holds an election for officers every 3 years. For our local, 2025 is an election year. Every Local 572 member will get a ballot in the mail. The ballots are usually mailed in September. We don't know the exact election schedule yet, but it will be this fall. You see, our local union has about 1,100 members. So you might think we need more than 5,500 votes to win. But that's not the case. The reality is that most members do not vote. On average, only 20% of the members actually participate. In the last local union election, there was only 2,771 members that actually voted. So you see what I'm saying? At this moment, I would like to introduce the third member of our slate, Ms. Mataya Hayes. She works at NV Transportation, and she's going to talk about what we need to do in order to win. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos. Hello, everybody. My name is Mataya. I am a Teamster. I am a bus operator for 11 years. I've also only been a shop steward for 2 years. Yes, it's only been a short amount of time, but I've always stood up for others, experienced wrongdoings firsthand in my workplace. Back in 2020, we were moved to a different yard because we were told that we had won a contract. We did win a contract, but we received lower pay and lower benefits. We were supposed to be a brotherhood and a sisterhood. We're Teamsters. Teamsters are supposed to stick together. They're supposed to fight for one another. We're never supposed to back down to management. But it felt like overnight, we lost everything we fought for. I had already been with the company for about 6 years, and they decided to freeze our pay because the new contract was cheaper. A friend once told me, you always seek your own information. So from that point forward, I educated myself on our current contract, policy procedures, and the federal laws. But it didn't stop there. I shared information on our rights, went around the yard asking my coworkers how did they feel about the changes, and reminded them that the union is supposed to stand with the members at its hardest moments at our jobs. But in our toughest moments, our representatives left members hanging, uncertain, and afraid. I decided to become the change, and I ran for shop steward because my coworkers and I, we deserve better. The top officers in our local union have never been working Teamsters. Let me say that again. The top officers in our local union have never been working Teamsters. I want leaders who know what it feels like to go through what we go through every single day. The union should be by the people, for the people. It should do better by its people. I'm here today because I feel we can do better. I know we can do better as a team, and we have a team who shares the same vision. We've been doing this for a month or more, and we already got 1,500 people to sign up with the campaign. That's 1,500 people from Rouse, MV Transportation, First Student, Mission Transportation, Zoom Transportation, Durham School Bus Services, UPS, Canteen, Gate Gourmet, Bimbo Bakery, Puritan Bakery, and Pepsi. That's 1,500 people from the bus, grocery, warehouse, bakery, beverage, package, and delivery industries. We have built an amazing network for supporters from across our local in a very short period of time. We have to expand and deepen our network, and that's where you guys come in. Our goal is to sign up 3,000 members. We've only been doing this for about a month, but we're halfway towards our goal. This is an incredible start. Getting the next 1,500 members is going to be harder than the first 1,500, but together we all can succeed. That's what it takes. So with that being said, we need to have one-on-one conversations, heart-to-heart conversations. We all know what we're going through at our workplaces. We need to have people listen to us. We need to listen to them. We need to win their support. After the ballots are being mailed in September, we need to have conversations again with all 3,000 members to make sure that their ballot was mailed, to make sure that their vote got accepted. That's why these phone numbers are so important. We are going to call you, text you, every supporter to make sure that you guys get the opportunity to vote. Even more importantly, we need to talk to 3,000 people face-to-face, have one-on-one conversations. But I can't do this alone. We need your help. We need you to come in person. We need you to join our Zoom links. We also need to continue to have face-to-face conversations, not just when we're out gating, but even in our workplace, because we can't lose focus on other locations. We have to remember that we need our members too, where we currently work at, but we can do it together. Finally, this campaign does cost money. Having this Zoom account, printing leaflets or t-shirts, signs, and sending campaign mailings to all the members. So we're going to be selling raffle tickets as a fundraiser for this campaign. We have a lot of people from MV Transportation who support who support 572 Teamsters United. We're all in. We're going to be selling tickets to our supporters at our workplace. One ticket is $10. A book of 5 tickets is $20. A book of 15 tickets is $50. You can see the prizes on the screen. The drawing will be on Labor Day and the weekend of Saturday, September the 6th. We are asking volunteers to sell raffle tickets and build this campaign. Sign up on the Take Action form and we will contact you to get tickets. If you want change, fill out the form. Otherwise, it's just all talk. Now, we have some people here to share why they are getting involved with our campaign. First, we're going to hear from Genesis. She's a driver from MV Transportation representing the downtown yard. She joined our campaign in May, and she's been coming out and speaking with members, at the bus yards across our local. Let's give it up for Genesis.
Hi. So I've been a driver with MV Transportation for almost 6 years now, and it's been hard to get this company to treat us with dignity. And our union is supposed to help us and stand up for us. But instead, they pick and choose who they want to represent. And I'm tired of the favoritism and the petty politics. And that's why I have been campaigning with the 572 Teamsters United Victory Team. I have been going out to other bus companies to talk with Teamsters about the election. And at first it was hard having conversation with strangers, yes. But as I spoke with more people, I started hearing the same stories again and again. And then I would hear Teamsters across different companies say that they want real representation, that they want leaders who will fight the company and fight for all Teamsters. My point is this: we can win the union we deserve if we just have to make it happen. Don't just come on this call, but get involved. Even if it's just a little, volunteering to give campaign information to your fellow coworkers, which shouldn't be too hard. Signing up to visit Teamsters at other work sites, if you can, of course. We go in teams, they're not alone. And at first it can be intimidating. It was intimidating for me because I've never done anything like this. But then it can be fun, and it can be inspiring too. All we have to do is take the first step, and we can't let it continue to go on the way it has. And together, if we work together, I know we can get the union we deserve.
Thank you, Genesis, for your bravery. I know this was been hard for you, but you're doing an amazing job, and thank you for continuing to fight on. Next, we're going to have Jay Cortez. Jay Cortez is a UPSer who just won his shop steward election. I'm going to clap for him because I know how it feels to run for shop steward, to win shop steward, and the fight has just begun. We are going to introduce Jay Cortez defeating the defeating Vice President of the local. Let's give it up for Jay Cortez, UPS.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jay Cortez. I got a few words I'd like to share. UPS is a tough company. Our members have been hurt by weak union representation. Our shop steward was the vice president of our union. You would think that would mean something. But when you're in the office, you're on your own. He doesn't speak up for us. He doesn't file grievances. During the UPS contract campaign, he was missing in action just like Lourdes was. So we decided to do something about it. A group of 572 Teamsters United supporters got together and we ran for shop steward. We beat Lourdes' running mate with 77% of the vote. Lourdes Garcia's out of touch with the members. Members want change, and we're making it happen. We voted for change in the shop steward election, and we will vote for change in the local union election this fall. We are building the 572 Teamsters United campaign by collecting the phone numbers of every member at UPS to send them updates and to make sure they get a ballot. Like Genesis, I'm going to volunteer and visit other work sites. This is an investment in my future, and I'm going to do my part. A special shout out to my running mates, Sam Alexis and Chris Koo, for stepping up for the members. I appreciate your time. Peace.
Thank you, Jay, and congratulations on your victory. That's what it's all about. Finally, we're going to hear from Javier from Canteen. Let's introduce Javier.
Hey, I'm Javier Terrazas. I'm from Canteen. We are here today because our company is taking advantage of us, and so our local 572 officials Canteen makes over 1 billion with 1 million. Meanwhile, some of us are working 2 jobs to try to make and meet our family, hundreds of members of work Canteen in Corona, Garden Grove, and Van Nuys. We are enjoying the 572 Teamsters United campaign. We are collecting content information. We are taking photos to endorse Teamsters United. We'll be selling rifles tickets to raise money so we can buy lipsticks and t-shirts and signs. And raise some money so we can signs and campaign mailing. I never been involved in something like this, but I'm here to win it. We are little can win big change, and we deserve this change. Thank you.
Thank you, Javier. It's inspiring to hear from rank and file workers, normal, everyday people that we work with, that are people side by side, standing up to fight and take on our current leadership. It's great to be here with teachers from so many different industries and walks of life. We are all fighting for the same thing, a better future for our local, for ourselves, for our families. Lourdes is nervous, and she should be. She sees the momentum we have. She's also in denial about the bad job that they're doing. She doesn't see the problems we see. She thinks she's doing a great job. Well, we don't. We just heard from Javier that many of his coworkers at Canteen have to work second jobs to make ends meet. Meanwhile, Lourdes Garcia makes $266,000 a year. It must be nice. She doesn't understand what we go through. She has no clue. We plan to bring a different type of leadership to our local, leadership that is accountable to our members, and leadership that will be transparent about its strengths and weaknesses, wins and losses. I had a conversation with a third generation Teamster, and all they asked for was straight talk, straight, honest talk, no sugarcoat, no beating around the bush. When the news is good, give it to us. When the news is bad, give it to us. We will deal with whatever the situation is. And as the principal officer on the 572 Teamsters United slate, I guarantee every member will get nothing but straight, honest talk from us. Lourdes has never worked a day in her life as a working Teamster. She has no experiences to reflect on. She has no issues to relate to. So how's she going to run her campaign? She's going to lie, she's going to spin, and she's going to go negative. That's what we're seeing. She's out there lying and trying to intimidate members out of signing up to get election information, even having management do some of her dirty work. Why? Because she knows that uninformed members don't vote. Over 90% of the members in our local didn't vote in the last International Teamsters election. When members don't vote, the people in power stay in power. That's what she wants. We're not going to let that happen. We are going to talk to members one-on-one, like Matthias said. We're going to answer their questions. We're going to sign people up for election updates so members can make their own minds, not be kept in the dark and treated like mushrooms. Those days are over. Lourdes has a campaign plan to lie and discourage, keep member participation low, use a network of business agents and shop stewards to turn out the vote of supporters and intimidate and confuse everyone else. There should be no fear in exercising your democratic rights in the Teamsters Union. Members have fought for decades for those rights, and we cherish them, and everybody should, use them. But unfortunately, there is some fear. And not only is that wrong, but it's sad. But we're going to overcome that fear. We have a better campaign plan. We're going to build our own network of stewards and volunteers to inform and involve members and turn out the vote. Because we believe that when members get good information, they make good decisions. And that's another thing we promise from 572 Teamsters United. Members will get good information so they can make good decisions. We're building a campaign machine for change, and we will win if you're part of it. So one more time, please fill out the form to take action. It's in the chat and you received it in the text. And please mark your calendars for our next in-person meeting on Saturday, July 19th. That's Saturday, July 19th. Time and place to be determined. And lastly, if you've been getting text messages from 572 Teamsters United, put that number in your contacts. Make it so the next text message you get show, oh, this is from 572 Teamsters United, rather than some random number that you're not sure about. That way, when you get a text from us, it immediately sparks your interest and you look at it and you know where it's coming from. If you haven't been getting texts from us, please join our text list on this number to get updates about the campaign. The number is 714-451-4478. Once again, 714-451-4478. This will ensure that you get information about our campaign so you can stay up to date and informed about what's going on in your local union. I want to thank everybody for participating and attending today. And please, we have a lot of work ahead of us, but we can do this. And we can do this for our best interest, the best interest of our families and the best interest of ourselves. So thank you and have a great Saturday.